Yes, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Combs.
Present.
Mr. Hinchey.
Present.
Mr. Luther. Ms. Nelson.
Present.
Ms. Reclue.
Present.
Mr. Stone.
Present.
Mr. Washington.
Here.
Mr. West.
Here.
7 council members present, quorum met.
Thank you.
Please
President,
rise
you-
and face the flag. Attention, salute, and pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir.
Privilege, sir.
Okay, now we'll have comments from visitors. Please come to the podium, give us your name and address, and you'll have 3 minutes. And the council will not respond to you, but you can give us your comments.
Good evening. My name is Rita Russell Adams, and I'm here to address the City Council tonight. I have my husband Stan Adams and David Hosenfeld. They served in the same unit in Vietnam. The nickname of the unit's the Manchus. We published Stan's Vietnam memoir, Mocaine to Mole City, in January of 2019. And in June of 2020, a gentleman from Florida that makes documentaries contacted us. His teacher in high school was a Manchu, and he was going to make a small documentary for Mr. Knowlton. So he drove to our house, recorded Stan, recorded David Hosenfeld, and since that time, he's interviewed 20 Manchus and 3 helicopter unit that served in Vietnam. We're showing this event Saturday, May the 18th at William Woods University, and we're very pleased that they're being a wonderful sponsor for us and a partner with us. So it's going to be Saturday, May the 18th. We're doing a red carpet meet and greet at 2:30 to 3:30 in the afternoon. The documentary is around a little over 2 hours. And then following that, there's a 30-minute Q&A afterwards with Stan and David and a few other Manchus on the stage with Mr. Wilcox. That evening, we're going to have a dinner at Tucker Dining Hall at 6:30. We have tickets available. I have them, and Judy Hosenfeld has tickets. They're available also at the VFW and online. I brought a flyer, and I laid some out in the entryway in case someone is interested. There's a QR code and a website that you can order the tickets online there as well. And what else, gentlemen, do I need to say? Go ahead. Do you have something else to say? Actually, I started working with Kathy Ratcliffe, and she's been so instrumental. She and Doris Stone, along with Mayor Myers, they're going to be doing a proclamation for the event. So we're so honored about that and pleased. And so Mayor Myers is going to be able to attend that day to read that proclamation. That would be right when the documentary is getting ready to start. And in addition to remembering in that proclamation the 428 Manchus that died during their 4 years and 7 months in Vietnam, we are especially lifting up the 10 gentlemen from Callaway County that died during that war as well. So we appreciate that so much. And we're just honored. Oh, so I'm doing a Welcome Home Vietnam Veterans, but we're inviting all veterans to attend. So we're really looking forward to the event. Thank you.
Thank you for the information. Okay. I now have the proclamation for post 2657, the Veterans Foreign Wars. Why don't you come up to the podium and I'll come down.
We want your beautiful faces to be on camera, so, you know. I think we'll have you turn around so they can all see you. Yeah?
Thank you, gentlemen. Honoring Callaway Post 2657, Veterans of Foreign Wars of United States. Whereas Callaway Post 2657, established on August the 4th, 1932, in Fulton, Missouri, has consistently been a strong supporter of veterans and the local community. And whereas this distinguished post has tirelessly dedicated itself to the welfare, camaraderie, and advocacy for the brave men and women who have served in the armed forces, ensuring that their sacrifices are duly recognized and honored. And whereas Callaway Post 2657 has played a critical role in fostering unity and understanding amongst veterans, providing a vital platform for sharing experiences, support, and preserving the values of duty, honor, and patriotism. And whereas the members of Callaway Post 2657 have demonstrated unwavering dedication to upholding the principles of the veterans of foreign wars, positively impacting the lives of our local veterans, their families, and the community. And whereas the city of Fulton recognizes the vital role played by Callaway Post 2657 in organizing events, programs, and initiatives that commemorates and acknowledge the sacrifices made by our veterans. Whereas I urge all citizens to join in celebrating and contributing, celebrating the contributions of Callaway Post 2657, recognizing it is a beacon of support, camaraderie, and advocacy for the veterans who have courageously served our nation. Now, therefore, I, Mayor Steve F. Myers, on behalf of the City Council of Fulton, Missouri, do hereby recognize Callaway Post 2657 on this day. Let us express our heartfelt gratitude to these men and women for their outstanding service and dedication. I want to personally thank each of you and all of your other members that couldn't be here, and all the volunteers that raised the money and helped raise the money for our community. And you all served in so many ways that our community doesn't know about or hear about. And I thought that you all need to be recognized for that. So again, I thank you for your service, and I thank you for your service to our community.
Council members, thank you. Deputy Mayor, thank you very much. Appreciate all you guys do. Thank you.
No? Everybody come back.
Yeah, a little bit. I just want to get the info out the way. Yeah. Thank you. Good. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, next we'll have the approval of the consent agenda. They have the only item on tonight is the Fulton High School Senior Parade on May the 17th, and they have that every year. Do I have a motion for that?
Second?
Does anybody have any questions or concerns? Seeing none, All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Very good. Next, we'll have the presentation of the DOA report.
Thank you, Mayor. So as many of you have seen, March was a pretty busy month for us. It's our first real month that we head into spring projects and planning for a lot of the things that are going to take place during the summer. We held our first tour, and I appreciate those of you that were able to come, and I know we talked about that a meeting or two ago, but we held our first tour in the Parks and Rec Department for a lot of you guys to come and learn a little bit more about the department and the priorities. We're going to be moving forward with the fire department next, and we're very excited about that. So the goal of those tours is to give you kind of a backstage pass into what we do every single day. And again, it helps us strategize and formulate plans for moving into the future and how we want to budget our dollars. So I won't go into anything else. If you guys do have any questions, our staff is here and we're happy to answer any questions that you have.
Mr. Mayor, I have no questions, but I must say I like the format of the report. It's very concise and very informative. So thank you for Courtney and the staff for putting this together. And I move for acceptance of the March 2024 monthly DOA report.
Second?
Very good. Any other discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Very good. Now we'll have the presentation of the March financial statement.
Dustin Doherty, CFO, City of Fulton. City of Fulton has recorded 2 months of sales tax in 2024. Collections are down 0.9% from 2023. Use tax is up 42.3% from 2023. Did you guys have any questions about the report?
From looking at the percentages, it looks like the percentages are starting to stabilize out a little bit.
Yes, yeah. I think some of those encumbered amounts from the first part of the year are kind of stabilizing, like you said.
Seeing no other questions. Oh, Bill, do you have any question? Okay, go ahead.
I move to approve these operating statement as written.
Motion's been made and second to approve the financial statement. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Very good, thank you. We don't have any unfinished business or new business at this time. We'll move into council concerns. Councilman Henchy?
I have no concerns, Mr. Mayor, but I do want to reiterate how great the city has been doing on the spring cleanup and supporting all the hard work to get the city looking nice. I appreciate it very much.
Okay. Councilman West?
I have no concerns tonight. I want to reiterate, I appreciate the work of the staff and everything that's been going on with the community outreach. I think that's very positive. So let's keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Reclus?
Same thing. He took my ideas earlier. He said, and I thought, this is awesome. Thank you very, very much, all of you. I sat there and I read every single page, every little thing. I appreciate that. It just makes it easier for me to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I really, really appreciate it. And thank you, everyone, for all your hard work. And this is a wonderful tool. Thank you. And that's
Very
all.
good. Thank you. Councilman Stone?
Yes, unfortunately, we had to cancel last minute the Historic Preservation Strategic Planning meeting this month. The next meeting is scheduled for May the 15th at 1 p.m. As always, any city council member or administration or member of the public is welcome to attend the Historic Preservation meetings. May is Historic Preservation Month, And so you will see the yard signs go out on all of the historic homes, the ones that have been designated on the Fulton Historical list. And so, go by, if you see a neighbor, if you see somebody thank them for what they do in terms of keeping up their property, keeping up their business and all of that, and also acknowledging the historical aspects of that. The only item that I've got this evening is partly personal one. We lost a dear member of our community week and a half ago, Roger Brandt. And Roger was an organ donor. He was able to help 17 people on the day that we lost him. My father was a heart transplant recipient back in 1998, so I am huge with organ donation. Please make your wishes known. If you wish to be an organ donor, make sure that everybody knows. There is still that ambiguity that just because you have it on your driver's license or just because you put it in writing, there is still that final question back to the family members of whether or not they will approve the organ donation. So if you wish to be an organ donor of any sort, you don't have to give everything, you can give small things. But if you wish to be any type of organ donor, make sure your family knows those wishes so that they can carry those wishes out when that time comes. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Very good. Thank you, Councilman. I might just add a little bit to that, what the councilman was talking about, our Preservation Commission and the signs going up. Also, we are working very hard to eliminate some of our old properties that are falling down and that are safety hazards. And under announcements, you'll see item C. That's very important toward the grant that we're going to see, hopefully. And that is, and I'll just announce it now, April 29th at 5:30 at Legends. That'll be toward the revitalization of the old warehouse. This is part of the brownfield study as well. So it's very important that a lot of people show up and support this. Okay, we'll move on. Councilman Luther's not with us tonight. Councilman Combs.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. The Planning and Zoning Commission has not met this month. We will have our meeting next month. Outside of that, I don't have any concerns. The only thing I wanted to bring up is I've had the opportunity to speak to staff just out and about when they're doing work. Some replacing wooden beams across the power poles and stuff like that over by where I live. And got to talk to a couple others that were doing work out there. And every engagement has been super professional. I don't know how they're normally treated when they're out and about, but it was just really good to be able to talk to them like people and how courteous they were about where they were parking and things like that. So I don't know if they get much recognition when they're out doing their work, but I'm sure there's a lot that people don't see that they're actually doing out there.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Washington.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. A couple of things. I wasn't able to attend the park board meeting, but Clay gave us an update on it, the last council meeting. And I'm not sure whether the next, Clay, do you have that idea on next Thursday, the second? Next Thursday is the second. Also, I had something that was brought to my attention about solid waste, about the trash can lids. Sometimes the machine is, I guess, they're eating up the lids or knocking them off. And is there a shortage on lids? You know,
Yeah, Daryl, do you want to come up and handle that one? Thank you.
We're trying to reuse the lids the best we can, but when we priced them, the lid is almost as expensive as buying the whole new can. That's what we're finding out. It's like 75% of the cost of cans, the lid. We do have some more units ordered complete. We didn't see the need of, because we also have wheel problems and other things, so just to buy a lid for that cost didn't seem to be appropriate.
Kyle, could you give us an update on simulation? When is that possible? When we get ready to get the wheels turned on now?
Yes, Kyle Brimmer, city engineer. Still waiting on the state and Mid-Missouri Regional Planning Commission to get that document finalized and approved through their office. So just still on pause. I wish I had more news for you and say that we could have this thing on the street to be bid out, but we're still waiting on word from them.
Thank you. Asking.
I understand why. I understand why for sure. Yeah, it's a frustrating process. That's for sure.
Okay, thank you. Councilwoman Nelson, do you have anything for us?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. The utility board did meet. Unfortunately, there were not enough board members to make a quorum, so we were not able to hold that meeting. I want to second Bill in the trash pickup for cleanup. I think it was really smooth. Everybody was extremely courteous. I know in our neighborhood, there wasn't trash anywhere, which I really appreciate. Everything was picked up off the ground. All the debris was cleaned up. So I really, really appreciate our staff in that. Also, Clay, thank you. I know that our cleanup was really successful. I saw a ton of yellow bags on the side of the road, so I really appreciate that. Also, on Friday, the Y is having their silent auction. So I encourage the community to get out and support that for their pool campaign. And then we have the Arbor Day celebration on Saturday. So I'd love to see a community out for both of those events. And no concerns.
Thank you, Councilwoman. And I might add that our deputy mayor will be there Saturday to read a proclamation. Okay, we'll move on to resolutions. Councilman Washington, would you read Resolution 3536 for us, please?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. Resolution 3536, sanitary sewer renewal project contract with S&A Equipment and Builder LLC. A resolution authorizing the mayor on the behalf of the city of Fulton, Missouri, to sign all necessary documents in relation to a contract with the S&A Equipment and Building LLC of Fulton, Missouri, for reconstruction of the sanitary sewer and stormwater improvement projects number COF 24-02 and establish an effective date. I make a motion to adopt resolution number 3536 at this council meeting.
Thank you. Motion's been made and second. I might add that our director and Kyle and Daryl and Dustin maybe was there. We met with S&A builders on this project, and Kyle had a long list of items that we were going to be looking for during this project as far as what they needed to do, and they agreed to all of it. I feel fairly confident that, and Kyle also assigned one of his people to be in charge of the project. So I feel really confident about it. Do we have any questions? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Very good, thank you. Now, Councilwoman Nelson, would you read Resolution 3537, please?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. Resolution 3537, contract with the Fulton Housing Authority. A resolution authorizing the mayor on behalf of the city of Fulton, Missouri to execute a contract with the Housing Authority of the city of Fulton, Missouri for the provision of supplemental community police services. Make a motion, we pass resolution 3537 at tonight's council meeting.
Second.
Thank you. This is a contract that we've had in place for several years, probably going back 25 years. So, Chief, you want to say anything?
I'm Angie Brown. I'm the director at the Fulton Housing Authority. We've had this contract for probably 25 years, I think, that I found through records, digging back. The only language we changed, Kathy helped me, was we removed the Section 8 portion because we no longer have that program. Other than that, it's the same contract last year.
What this agreement does, it just strengthens the partnership that the police department has with the Housing Authority. We have two officers, Officer Whitaker and Officer Morris, and they are assigned as housing officers. So that gives housing residents and housing staff an officer each day of the week, 7 days a week, that they can call upon to assist them with anything that they may need. And it's a great partnership, and it helps the community, and they get to know the residents in housing, and it works out very well for everybody,
And we call on you often,
every day.
every day.
I have a question. Are we
Yes, sir.
still providing housing, or providing officers with housing?
Yes.
We still do.
Yeah, there are two officers that do have housing units, so, and they are in the community.
Any other questions? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Very well. Councilman West, do you want to read Resolution 3539 for us, please?
At the moment, I think we have 3538. That one right.
Ah, okay, I skipped one. Okay, we'll get to 3539 shortly. Councilman Combs, would you read 3538 for us, please?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. Resolution 3538, agreement with Exact Hire, a resolution authorizing the mayor on behalf of the city of Fulton to enter into an agreement with the Acceleration Human Resources doing business as Exact Hire of Indianapolis, Indiana for applicant tracking software and establishing an effective date. I make a motion to adopt resolution number 3538 at this council meeting.
Very good. This is some software that's been probably long overdue. You want to explain it a little further?
Yeah, absolutely. I think if you ask Gina, it's very long overdue. She came into an office with piles of paper. So I do want to take an opportunity. Gina, if you will come up, I'd love to introduce you. This is Gina DeVee. She's our HR manager, and she has been with us a little over 6 months. We got to do her evaluation a couple weeks ago, and so you can move it down if you need to. So she has come in, and I cannot say enough wonderful things about Gina. She has really enhanced our processes and gotten a lot of things streamlined and improved, and a lot of reporting done that we were a little behind on. So, I think she's really instilled a sense of confidence back in the HR department. And this is the one thing that from the very first day she has asked for. It's pretty much the only thing she's ever asked for. And we completed some interviews and went out for the formal bidding process and found some software that we think will really meet our needs and still be, fiscally responsible. So Gina, is there anything you want to add?
No, I just think that the system, if we can get it implemented, will definitely streamline our applicant recruiting system, allow the managers to become a little bit more interactive, and maybe reduce the time from recruiting to hiring.
Do you all have any questions for Gina or me?
Thank you.
And I would like to say thank you.
Have you used
Thank you.
this, have you used this software or similar software?
Yes, I have. in various places I've worked at, yes.
This particular software?
Well, it's similar. It's a little bit more robust. This is more condensed down for a smaller entity, which would work fine for us.
Okay, great, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Gina. All in favor of Resolution 3538, please say yes.
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 Oppose? Very good. Now, Councilman West.
Yeah, with pleasure. sir.
Resolution 3539.
With pleasure, all right. So, resolution number 3539, contract for historic stone column repair. A resolution authorizing the mayor on behalf of the city of Fulton, Missouri to sign all necessary documents in relation to a contract with Craftsman Masonry and Restoration, Columbia, Missouri, for services relating to the repair of the historic stone column monument located at Memorial Park. I move for acceptance of resolution 3539 at tonight's council meeting.
Second.
Very good. Thank you. As you all know, that was taken out by a drunk driver several months, probably 6 or 8 months ago. It took a little bit to find actually a company that could restore that back to its original form. I don't recall off the top of my head how old that was. Over 100 years. So they have to order some special stone and do a lot of stuff. But the driver's insurance is footing that bill. So any questions? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Thank you. We'll move on to ordinances. Councilman Henchy, would you read bill number 1708, please?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. Bill number 1708, Callaway County Collector Contract. An ordinance authorizing the mayor and city clerk on behalf of the city of Fulton, Missouri, to sign all necessary documents in relation to the contract with the collector and commissioners of Callaway County, Missouri, relating to the collection of taxes with the contract period commencing at July 1st, 2024 through July 1st, 2028. I make a motion to place bill number 1708 for third reading, Callaway County Collector Contract, at this council meeting.
Second.
Very good. The motion's been made and second. We did discuss this at our last meeting. This is kind of a thing that's statewide at the present time, I believe. And we're just conforming to the rest of the state, actually. I think we're just a little behind on doing that. So we're trying to catch up on that.
Mr. Mayor,
Okay, any questions?
one question. The change in the amount of money that it's going to cost us, I believe it's almost the same. It's just the way they've worded it. But my real question is just to make sure that it's in the budget.
It is in the budget, and so I will say it is actually a little bit more. It's 1.5%. And so there was an increase of approximately $6,000, but we have accounted for that. Yep. And as I mentioned last time, those are going to be, yes, we had to account for it, but thankfully we're not sending money back and forth. It'll be taken off the top.
Okay, all in favor of Bill 1708 for third reading tonight, please say yes.
Yes.
Oppose? Very good. Councilman, you read it again, please?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. Bill number 1708, Callaway County Collectors Contract. An ordinance authorizing the mayor and city clerk on behalf of the city of Fulton, Missouri, to sign all necessary documents in relation to a contract with the collector and commissioners of Callaway County, Missouri, relating to the collection of taxes with the contract period commencing from July 1st, 2024 through July 1st, 2028. I make a motion to place bill number 1708 for final passage at this council meeting.
Very good. Is there any questions at this time? If not, Madam Clerk, would you call roll, please? Well, we can. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Now will you do it?
Mr. Hingy,
Yes.
Mr. Luther, Ms. Nelson,
Yes.
Ms. Reclue,
Yes.
Mr. Stone,
Yes.
Mr. Washington, Mr. West,
Yes.
Mr. Combs.
Yes.
Thank you. 7 council members affirmative.
Thank you. Now we'll move on to announcements. Our next council meeting will be, we'll skip a week actually, will be May 14th at 7 o'clock, and our work session will be at 6:30. We're having a housing kickoff tomorrow at Legends, and that's very important, and we're working very closely with them on some housing for not only Fulton, but Callaway County. And we're going to be doing a lot more work with them in the near future.
Mayor, if I may, this is the big community kickoff. We had Kelly Pontius come and present during one of our work sessions about what this task force has been doing. And this is the big community kickoff event tomorrow afternoon. So if whoever's able to attend between 3:30 and 4:30 at the Recplex, it'd be greatly appreciated.
Thank you. I've already announced the revitalization. Do you want to say anything about that?
I would just reiterate, it's incredibly important. We've been talking a lot over the past few months about the vision for the community and moving forward. And so this specific project and grant, this brownfield grant, is specific to the old city warehouse over off of Westminster Avenue. We would encourage everybody to come out, tell us what you think would be a great use of that land. We'll also have some information about some of the stipulations for it moving forward as well. So again, that's on April 29th at 5:30 p.m. at Legends. And then if we could, Mayor, I would like Daryl to come up and tell us a little bit about the tonnage. I know everyone was very excited about spring cleanup, so we have some fun numbers for you to talk about, just how much was cleaned up.
Yeah, we do have the numbers. Wendy Powers got them together for us, and since everybody was discussing it, Courtney asked me if I'd come back up and share the numbers. You will see it in your next month's DOA report, but collected 104.4 tons is what was collected. There was 8 workers collected it, so if you break that down, that's 26,100 pounds per worker. Clean it up. Had very few calls this year, hardly any calls, and I think part of that's the fact that Doris worked with Wendy and got stuff out on social media and kind of helped everybody stay informed on it. But it was a great cleanup. Nobody got hurt. And 208,800 pounds is what was collected. So, I don't have the fall numbers. I don't remember the fall numbers, but the average, we usually pick up almost 900 tons per month of regular trash. You can kind of do the percentages, but it went really well, and proud of everybody that worked together, and everybody just, this is the smoothest one I remember, to be honest.
I've been here for 40 years, and it always goes well, but this one really went real well.
Yeah.
Like I said, there was no floating trash.
Yeah.
Which is extremely impressive.
It was just very clean.
Yes.
The whole community
Clean
did a
trash.
great job of just being neat.
Yes, yes.
So, yeah, each worker picked up a little over 5,000 pounds a day. That's how it broke down.
I believe that was.
Thank you, Daryl.
We had a lot of communication about saying, please don't tell people to try to get what you want, but leave everything. It seemed like last, I remember that communication. It seemed like
That's something else I want to accolade the city on. I've been to a lot of different cities, been through with the military, a lot of different things. This is the first city I've ever seen where they allow people to come and pick things up and use them. I think that is such a wonderful thing to let people come and pick the things up and possibly relive them, let them use for something else. I think that's excellent.
Thank you. I have one last thing, probably more important than anything we've done here tonight. I hope everyone will keep Councilman Luther and his family in your thoughts and in your prayers. Seeing nothing further, we will not have an executive session tonight. I will entertain an adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
All in favor? Thank you.